On the slot, looks big, Val, score!
And then pulling up, it's Mark Jankowski feeding the slot. Novak had it stripped by Quentin Byfield. Out at the wall, Byfield got in the lane. Rebound given up and a save by Riddick on Jankowski's backhand. On David Riddick, up to the task, and we are scoreless in the first 6 minutes in Los Angeles. Kings break out with their fourth line to Arthur Kaliev. Kaliev dances in on the entry. Kaliev stretches it wide, and Saros makes the save. And a face-off to the right of David Riddick, and it's controlled by Nashville with the top line out there, a group that has been excellent all season long. Held in by Gus Nyquist, out in the high slot. Nyquist scans toward the net, looking for an O'Reilly tip. And now pursued by Philip Forsberg. O'Reilly, the first-year Predator, on it in the corner. Bounces down in the circle. And here is O'Reilly, lost the handle, and Kaliev lifts it out. Bounces down, trouble. Here is Lewis, he is in. And a save from Saros.
LA Kings, but Trevor Lewis stays on. He's the only LA Kings player that stays on, and I don't think Nashville expected that. Of course, he gets a lucky bounce as well with the puck coming up funny off the ice. Almost banks it off on the rebound off the back of UC Saros.
And did stay out there, and Maiden catching Nashville by surprise. Led to a chance for the 37-year-old. And now with some speed, here is Sissons. His pass intended for Shen. Got knocked down, dragging in. Oh, and they score! Yakov Trenin gets the Preds on the board with a backhander that just got past Riddick.
Just to get this game started on the offensive side of things, and it's sort of a bouncing puck on the entry, and you can see Riddick almost bites on the initial move by Trenin, thinking he's going to shoot right here, and he goes down, and he's down and out, although he almost does get it with his glove. And Trenin comes all the way from his own zone, just times it perfectly, stays high.
Forsberg takes it into the circle, goes off a stick and bounces down near Phil Deneau. His pass intercepted. Nyquist up the takeaway, a one-timer. And the save on Forsberg. Now McCarron spins it around for Smith. Swatted in by Evangelista. McCarron on it at the wall. Given away, trying to work it back for Fabra. Here's LaFerriere. A breakaway. LaFerriere chips it high.
And just the speed of LaFerriere, just a little chip through the neutral zone behind Fabry, and then he turns the Jets on and tries to make a play here. Just tries to chip it over the shoulder of UC Saros as he's pulling in one way, and Saros actually gets a piece of that.
Trailing by one late in the first. Off the faceoff. Here is Fiala. Fiala in the circle, it's Doughty. For Kempe, a one-timer. Rebound lifted high by Doughty.
An example of the seam pass that was getting through earlier from Doughty to Kempe that time. It just opens up so much. Doughty just missed.
Fiala in the slot. Scores! Tied at one.
And the Nashville Predators, the PK just never gets reset after the first opportunity by Kempe and Doughty. They're just able, Fiala's just able to walk down mainstream as no one really comes out to challenge him enough. And instead of setting things up, he just comes right down mainstream and just fires it. And look how much time and space that he has.
That line, of course, still out there and matched up with the O'Reilly line. He wins it. Fabro's shot forces a save from David Riddick. Forsberg skates it out high, moving on Gavrikov, and Riddick makes another stop. Trying to pick that one up through the traffic in front of him. Roy moves it. Here is Anderson skating in on the backhand on Yossi. Moving it back for Byfield. Byfield sets up a one-timer for Doughty.
you know, the 50-50 battles. You can just tell the intensity early in the second period has ramped up in that department.
Novak moves in, kicked out by Riddick. Novak in behind, knocked out by Riddick. Novak retrieves it. Evangelista with a head fake. Evangelista to the corner. Cycles with Novak. Drop for Evangelista. Out of the corner. No angle. Lewis in front. They score! Jankowski jams it home with Riddick trying to locate. And the Predators jump back in front. It's 2-1. Roy around the railing. Banked out and out of the zone. Now here's Lewis. Moving in again. On a breakaway. Lewis out in front. Denied by Saros.
But what great communication between him and Matt Roy as he just yells hard off the glass and it able to go through the defender. Lewis is able to jump on it. A nice job by Saros to close that 5-hole. He doesn't really bite too much with the fake, but you could see where Lewis was going right back to that 5-hole position, and Saros does a nice job to recover.
Who chips it up the wall in the direction of Deneau. Swats at that against Cole Smith. And it bounces down for Roy. Turned over. Sherwood a shot and a save Riddick. A 2-goal lead. Past the midway point in the third. Back to the line. Lausanne had it blocked. Byfield emerges. Byfield up ahead against Saros. Byfield denied by UC Saros.
Chance, 85 miles per hour. That shot from Byfield as Lausanne just gets his shot blocked. And this was the break that the Kings needed. Get this opportunity after a good shift from that third line by the Preds in the offensive zone. And look how far out Saros is. You know, as a smaller guy, he has to be out that far, just give you nothing to look at. And a good read by Byfield, stays in between the dots defensively, and off he goes.
Novak gets it back to the line for McDonough. McDonough moves it off. Guilty a one-timer, and Riddick gets a piece of that. Pulled up on Clark, who blew a tire, fed to the front of the net. Outlet in for Kaliev. Kaliev up ahead, 2-on-1. Save Saros.
Deneau line with Kaliev on it at this point in the game. And just a nice little outlet pass there by Dubois creates this 2-on-1, catches the forecheckers a little low in the offensive zone. And Kaliev with a nice shot. A good job by Saros covering the 5-hole.
Fiala controls to the corner. Fiala takes it in behind. Gives it back for Kopitar. Byfield a shot and a save Saros. Nashville lofts it down the length of the ice. Fiala in pursuit. And he runs it down.
And the Preds get a change.
Dubois couldn't corral it on the entry. Flung down off the post and in for Colton Sissons. He snipes one, and it's a 2-goal lead.
And he doesn't just put this into the empty net, he puts it top shelf. What a shot from the other side of center ice. And you know, the Kings had their opportunity. The Preds had their fourth line out there.
Kings have not been without their chances. Lausanne off the face-off. Scores! The length of the ice to finish it for the Predators.
Playing a structure when the game was at 2-1 for so long. You know, there was nothing outstanding from the Nashville Predators. You know, looking for more consistency from those young guys, and they got it tonight.
The Nashville Predators come into Los Angeles and take down the Kings 4-1.